Are you looking for effortless, affordable, and customizable Christmas gifts anyone will love? I have 12 options for you, ranging from store-bought to homemade. I'm also providing a free printable and 2 recipes. We will start off with a holiday wreath covered in hot cocoa packs and hanging ornaments filled with delicious cocoa mix-ins. After your ornament is filled, securely replace the metal ornament topper. String some holiday ribbon through the top of your ornament and tie it tightly to your wreath. Next, take a hot cocoa packet and place some hot glue on the back, and then press it firmly to the wreath. Now you have a whimsical gift that uniquely displays your hot cocoa and flavored mix-ins. This gift is for the chocolate lover. I'll begin with a Dollar Tree brownie pan. Fill your pan with a few decadent boxes of brownie mixes. Top them off with some high-quality baking chocolate, and tie it all together with some ribbon and add a tag. Now you have a gift that will satisfy any sweet tooth. Every girl needs a spa day, and this gift will bring the spa to them. For this pampered present, I added a beauty blender, vanilla bath salts, a colorful nail grooming kit with all the essentials for flawless party-ready nails, vanilla and coconut fizz bath bombs, winter hand soap from Bath & Body Works, and of course, a little something to satisfy that chocolate craving. Now you have a spa in a bag that's ready for delivery. Cookies are a must at Christmas time. This gift starts with a large snowflake tray and a metal baking sheet. Add an easy-to-make sugar cookie mix and a bag of holiday cookie cutters. All of these items were from the Dollar Tree. This gift packs a big punch while your wallet won't even take a hit. Cheers to a bright holiday season. Let's create a customizable drink kit. We'll start with a basket and fill it with red and green shredded paper. Add a neutral flavor drink and bottles of your favorite flavored syrups. There are so many varieties to choose from. I chose hazelnut and vanilla. I found this set of 6 mini polka dot glasses at Ross for $7.99. You could also include a gift card to your favorite smoothie or frozen yogurt shop. You can make this gift even more affordable by swapping out these glasses for some plastic or paper disposable glasses, or you could eliminate them altogether and add some festive straws or drink stirring sticks. You could also swap out this decorative metal basket. This one I have was a little more expensive. If it's not in your budget, then they've got some great alternatives at the Dollar Tree. They have some festive baskets or some large bowls, or you could even use a Christmas gift bag. Gift wrapping supplies are a necessity this time of year, but they don't need to be boring. I found this trendy multi-pack of wrapping paper and colorful bows at Target. Add a few rolls of tape and you have a present any gift wrapper would love. Whether your friends and family are salty or sweet, they'll love adding extra flavor to their popcorn with these DIY spices. The sweet ingredients are 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk until well combined. Make sure to wash and thoroughly dry your shakers before adding your flavorings. The salty ingredients are 5 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, and half a teaspoon of chili powder. Mix until well combined and add it to your shaker. The ingredients and measurements for both of these flavorings will be in the description box below. On top of another Dollar Tree tray, I'll add a plastic popcorn container.
and fill it with several bags of microwavable popcorn. I'll also include a few individual popcorn bags. I got these from Hobby Lobby. Next, add your salty and sweet flavored shakers. I'm also sharing my personal favorite brand and flavors of popcorn. Now you're ready to pop over to your neighbors and surprise them with this tasty gift. The scent and ambiance of a candle has a special way to warm a home. Find a seasonal candle that you love and add a few boxes of matches. Place them in a cellophane bag, add a ribbon and a festive tag, and you're done. I love receiving Christmas cards, but I don't always have a place to display them. This Merry Mail display board was $3 in the Target dollar spot. I added matching blank cards and envelopes, decorative holiday clothespins to hang my cards, and a stack of joyful gift tags. This impressive gift didn't come with an impressive price tag. The total cost was only $6. Lastly is a gift for the baker. I'll begin with a Dollar Tree muffin tin and add some delicious boxed muffin mixes. You can never have too many measuring cups and spoons, so I'm adding some extras. This measuring set was also from the Dollar Tree. Tie it all together with a beautiful ribbon and a sweet gift tag. I can already smell the muffins baking on Christmas morning.
Clear plastic ornaments are a perfect neutral backdrop to customize some pieces of Christmas decor. I found a package of 4 clear plastic ornaments at Target in the dollar spot for only $3, which makes them less than the Dollar Tree. That's a pretty good deal. I also got some craft paint. I chose a white craft paint and a gold craft paint. Any craft paint will do. I got these at Michael's, and you don't need anything fancy, so just get the most affordable one that you can find. It'll work for this project. I removed the metal cap from the ornament, and I squeezed in about a tablespoon of white paint, and then added the same amount of gold paint. I took a wooden skewer and swirled the paint around. Then I tilted the ornament and let the paint slowly slide down the sides of the ornament. Now, I got a little impatient waiting for the paint to slide around, so I thought, you know what, maybe if I shake it, I can still get that same effect, but just do it quicker. So I got a tissue and I plugged up the top of the ornament and I shook it really hard. Shaking the ornament actually softened the edges, so there wasn't a sharp defined line that divided the two colors, which gave me the marbled look I was trying to achieve. Once the entire ornament was coated in the paint, I flipped my ornament upside down and I placed it inside of a paper cup so that the excess paint could drain out. I continued the process of adding paint to each one of my ornaments. I swirled, twisted, and shook the paint, and it came up with just these beautiful, unique swirls and the marbling effect. It was so pretty. And then once I was done shaking them all, I did tip them upside down into those paper cups so that the excess paint could drain out. I let the paint dry overnight without the cap replaced because I wanted it to dry fully before I put the caps back on. Aren't these so pretty? Can you see that marbled effect on there? Oh boy. Now, you could leave them as is. These are just so pretty like this. I am going to add some embellishment to mine. Flip these around so you can see. I've got a snowflake on one, and I have the word Noel on the other. I created these on my Cricut design space. I printed them off, and then I just put them onto the front portion of my ornament. I did 4 of them, a couple snowflakes and a couple Christmas words. If you don't have a vinyl cutter, you can use some paint pens. I let the paint dry completely overnight. I put those caps back on. Not only do these ornaments add a custom touch to my tablescape, but they would be an affordable gift for neighbors, family, or friends for Christmas. I created this Oh Come Let Us Adore Him printable, And yes, this is the free printable that I'm giving away to you. I'll leave a link in my description box so you can print it off and use it for your project. So I took my printable and I placed a few pieces of double-sided tape to the surface of my paper and placed the cutting board directly on top of the paper. Now there's a shiny side to the cutting mat and there's a dull side. I used the dull side because I didn't really want that reflection, but you could use the shiny side if you wanted that too. And what I did was I didn't place it directly in the center because a portion of this mat was going to be placed in the foam, so you weren't going to be able to see it. So I placed the words in the upper 2/3 of this cutting mat. I'm going to be tracing out my words with two different types of pen. The first one is a gold paint pen that I purchased at Michael's, and the second is a copper pen that I got at the Dollar Tree. I chose the gold color to put on the top line. I carefully and slowly traced along the words, making sure that each letter was colored in well. I chose the copper pen for the word adore. Again, I colored in each letter carefully and made sure the letter was saturated in the copper paint. The more color, the better. We want it to stand out once we remove the paper printable. The last line I chose to do gold again. And then finally, for those berries on the side, I alternated. I did copper for the stem and gold for the berries. Now the paint dries really quickly, so I only ended up waiting 5 minutes before I removed the paper printable from the back. This is a great way to customize a sign without using a Cricut or a Silhouette. However, if you do have a cutting machine, you can still use this mat, cut out your vinyl lettering, and place that on instead. To hold my sign in place, I'm using a block of floral foam and I'm going to be placing it on top of a square of styrofoam. I added a decent amount of hot glue to the bottom of the floral foam block and I placed it in the center of the styrofoam square. Then I got a few floral pins. I added 1 pin to each of the sides and now it is stuck in place and will hold my sign really nicely. I took a sharp knife and cut a line down the center of the floral foam and then added my cutting board sign. I lined it up with the knife slit and shimmied it down into the floral foam. I placed the sign into a large wood tray, which adds extra detail, keeps all the florals contained, and also makes it easier to pick up and transport. Next, I covered the base of the foam in some really thin Christmas greenery, and I secured it to the foam with some floral pins. I used plenty of gold and cream poinsettias, some branches with gold berries, those beautiful copper and gold ribbons which tie in the color scheme, and finally some white snowflake ornaments. Isn't this display just so pretty? I put it on top of a sled and I just love the way it looks. It's so high-end. Who knew that a cutting mat could be such a great blank backdrop to make a gorgeous Christmas sign?